Hey guys, it's Colette, Mr. Tea's mom, and today we're gonna do a really super easy matcha smoothie. Now the great thing with these is that you could set it up the night before, just don't blend it, and then you're good to go in the morning. All you have to do is pop it on the blender. So obviously, in a private group I don't really need the disclaimer, but I am not a health professional or a nutritionist. So what I like to do, just based on a whole bunch of different people that I've read and followed, I always stick to protein, healthy fats, and then, low glycemic fruits, maybe even some veggies. I try to get some greens in, things like apples, pears, berries. So you're really concentrating a whole bunch of nutrients. For me, smoothies are like the, oh my gosh, I don't have time for a meal, at least I'm having some nutrition. So I'm gonna start, and you don't have to do any dairy. This is actually homemade coconut yogurt that I thickened with gelatin, so I've already got some protein in there. And I'm just gonna add about a cup, 8 ounces. And this is, I think I've got a little honey in there already and some key lime juice. It's delicious. And they're just home cultured kefir grains. When you do them in coconut milk, every once in a while you have to swap them out because they need dairy. But it works really well in coconut. Okay, so I've got my yogurt, or your yogurt, quote unquote. And then I'm gonna toss in 1 quartered green apple. I do love this crazy blender because you can just throw it in there. You don't really need to chop it up into small bits. My healthy fat, avocado. I got away from putting bananas in smoothies, partially because my kids eat them like crazy and I never have them, and partially because it just felt like it was adding a whole bunch of sugar. Avocado gives you that same real nice creamy texture, but you're getting healthy fat without the extra sweet. So we're just gonna scoop that in, and then I usually do either half of a regular sized one or a whole one if they're small. Sometimes the organic ones are on the smaller side. Let's not get the pit. There we go. All right, protein. Sometimes I skip dairy and I'll use, plant-based protein. This is just the grass-fed whey protein, and that's 2 scoops. Just follow your package instructions. 1, 2, oops, there we go. I actually really like kale in smoothies, but sometimes I cheat and I use the powdered greens. Just super simple, easy way to get greens into your body. And that's just a scoop. Now, my matcha, I love, especially since I've got the coconut and the key lime and the honey going, and you're like, oh, coconut matcha. No, banana. It's fantastic in smoothies. I don't know what it is, but it just brings out the flavors. And because it is almost 4 o'clock, and I've already had my matcha this morning, I'm just gonna do 1 serving. Oh, that's heaping. There we go. So you're half a teaspoon. In that goes. Let's see, did I skip anything? Oh, so you can do ice. I tend to stay away from really cold smoothies because lots of cold stuff, my body and my stomach is like, If you find that the smoothies are bothering you, sometimes it's not the raw or the fiber, sometimes it's that they're cold, and you can try adding ingredients like cinnamon or ginger, or use the essential oils. What I'm gonna do, oh, I did skip. Here's a little fruit. So I got some frozen blueberries, and I just do maybe sometimes a 1/4 cup, sometimes a 1/2 cup. There's a 1/4, I'll do a little more. I like frozen wild blueberries. And then, instead of adding some extra water just to thin it out, I had some summer berry sangria that I'd already made for Celia because she wanted pink tea. So I'm just gonna add that for a little liquid. This you would wait and add in the morning. But see, you could just pop the lid on that, put it in the freezer, or in the fridge, and then in the morning pull it out, add your liquid, make your smoothie. Obviously, like the blueberries, it really doesn't matter if they thaw out overnight. If you're gonna do things like raw almonds or cashews, you could just soak them overnight in your smoothie. So add your nuts and your liquids and then put the other stuff on top, and that way they'll sit overnight and that loosens up the nuts. I love things like my apple pie smoothie, little cinnamon essential oil, apple, almond butter, delicious. Yogurt, so you get the tang plus the almond and the apple, really good. So I don't think you guys need to sit and watch the blender spin, but I'll post a photo afterwards. All right, and that's it. If you guys have questions, or if you know more than I do about nutrition, hint, hint, there's some of you on here, then go ahead and post some comments. All right,